Is India going to win the 2025 ICC Champions Trophy cricket against New Zealand in the final? Is what we are going to discuss astrologically in this video. So, talking about my association with Times of India, I've been doing videos for Times of India since many years now. Earlier, I used to write for Times of India, but then the video series started from 2019. So, the 2019 Cricket World Cup was the first time when I did the predictions for India for cricket. So sometimes people feel that whenever I write something that this tournament is going to be in favor of India, so they always feel that I say those things because I am an Indian, so I am biased towards India. But I would urge people to go and actually watch those Times of India series which I made in 2019. You would see that from day one I had said that India will not win the World Cup, and I had actually tipped in the very first day that England will go on to win the final of the 2009 World Cup, and I stood by that even till the end. So after that, we've done a lot of series, and recently speaking, 2023 World Cup, was one more series which I did, and of course India reached the final, and I thought that India is going to win, but then India lost that, and that was a huge setback for India, and of course as an astrologer for me. Now, going back to two things that on which we predict an event. We predict an event based on the captains, the team members, and the coach of the respective teams. And there are two factors in this. One is their planetary positions, and second is there is something called as karmic quota. So, which means there has to be enough planetary positions in a person's horoscope, and that can be the biggest metrics from where you can gauge that is the captain's horoscope. So when you look into the captain's horoscope, you can see that this captain has it in him to win big tournaments. So he has the karmic quota, or he has that capacity. Karmic quota is a different thing. So capacity or the planetary positions to win. The second is karmic quota, which means does he have it in him to win despite being a good batsman or a bowler? Does he have it in him to be winning as a captain and such a big tournament? And also, if he has already won a bigger tournament, does he have it in him to win it again? So these are various factors which you look into when you are analyzing a major tournament. So now I have looked at Rohit Sharma's chart, and I can tell you that after MS Dhoni, if there was any great player who was born in any part of the world, that is our Rohit Sharma, and he has got a phenomenal horoscope. He has got Uranus in 29 degrees, Neptune is in 15 degrees. I mean, these are all deep exaltation points. There are a few asteroids which I use in my calculation. There are the couple of them are planet X and planet Z. They are extremely powerfully placed. So, which means he was destined to be a great. And very importantly, because Uranus is exalted in the 7th house, in the 29th degree, in the deepest exaltation, that is what makes him a great captain. So, which means he is someone who can win major tournaments. The problem that happened in the 2023 November World Cup is that, before when he reached there at that point of time, despite having a phenomenal horoscope, he couldn't have won a big or a major tournament. I mean, in fact, he always had it in him to win a big major tournament. But the problem was that because he has diluted his karmic quota, I mean, you can win to a certain extent. You cannot win beyond whatever you're destined to. So he has diluted karmic quota by winning 5 IPL titles as a captain. Mind you, as a captain, that is very important. If you are a player, then it's okay. But as a captain, because he has won 5 IPL titles, so that's the reason he couldn't win a World Cup, which is a bigger tournament. But then, the very important part is that, he has planets in his chart which are definitely powerful enough to win 2 minor tournaments compared to the the World Cup. The 50-over World Cup is the pinnacle of glory as a captain, but then these tournaments could be, there are some lesser significant tournaments which he can still win. Okay, and I have always said this. I would say that he has a horoscope which is very similar to Leo Messi of football, as born in the same year with the similar planets. Messi has won a World Cup as a captain because he has not won anything for his Barcelona as a captain, and then of course he has also won 2 Copa America. So you can actually calculate, I mean, of course the calculation is done on the basis of planets, but you can calculate and you can see that there is a huge karmic quota which is left for our Rohit Sharma to win. So he went on to win the T20 World Cup, okay, and then now he has such a powerful horoscope that he can definitely, I mean, he has a phenomenal horoscope that he can definitely win another. Compared to the World Cup, it's a smaller one. So Champions Trophy is a smaller in significance, and again definitely has it in to win it. So advantage India. Point number one. Number two. See, let's look at now the team that is against us, which is New Zealand. If I'm going to talk about New Zealand team, okay, before that, if you look into Rohit Sharma's chart, if there is one blemish in the chart of Rohit Sharma, then that is the weak Pluto. He has a Pluto which is in debilitation in his chart. So when such a planet of such a magnitude is going to be weak in the chart, then that is going to give you some trouble at some point of time. Okay, and whenever he came against those opponents, like who had Pluto in powerful positions, he has always lost against them. So for example, the biggest one, of course, is we are talking about the 2023 World Cup, where he lost against Pat Cummins, who had a better Pluto. Okay, now he also, if you see, he has also lost against New Zealand, okay, and very, very badly. I'm talking about the recent past, where New Zealand came to India in a test series. Of course, that's a different format, but then still they came to India, they won a test series, and they didn't win by just one, match or the other. They won 3-0. It's a huge humiliation, if you see. So Rohit Sharma has seen that kind of a humiliation, which means against the same opponent, the same team, almost 5-6 players in the playing 11 are from the same team. In fact, the same team has also won an ICC Test Championship against India. So what it means is that there is a lot of story, there is a lot of, and the dynamics between these two teams, and we have lost as a team. India has lost against the same team with the stronger planets. So which means that the team which is against us has actually done their job which they have because of their strong planet, which is Pluto. Okay, so what it means is that despite the fact that they have a Mitchell Santner who was born in 92 and he has a Neptune and Pluto powerful, it's a very strong horoscope, but then he still has in many ways, he has exhausted his karmic quota against our man, that is Rohit Sharma. Okay, now if I'm going to look at the team composition, again, if you're looking at New Zealand's coach, the New Zealand coach born in the year 1972, he has led the same team which has won the test series against India. So he has already done something huge, for him, going against India and winning in India is a big thing. So he has already done that. And now if you look at our team, we have our coach Gautam Gambhir, born in 81. And thankfully for us, what happened is the last time we won a major tournament, which is in T20 World Cup, it was won under the coaching of Rahul Dravid. So Rahul Dravid's karmic quota came into play. But now we have a different coach, and Gautam Gambhir's karmic quota will come into play. And then, of course, if you look at this entire team composition of India, you look at we have like 4 players. No, in fact, 5 players I'm looking at: KL Rahul, Hardik Pandya, Akshar Patel, Shreyas Iyer, all born in between 92 and 94, where they have the Neptune in the deepest exaltation and Pluto in 0 degrees. And for them, they have like so many players. They have like 6 players born in 91 to 92, where they have a planet X which is weak in their horoscope. Okay, they don't have any player born in 97, which is very important. And we have like a couple of them. Okay, one is like Shubman Gill, you may not know it. Okay, so it's like, I'm talking about Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, born in 86 and 87. Again, Neptune in the strongest position and Uranus in the strongest position, and they don't have anybody born in the 80s. So it's like we have in our team, for every player of theirs, we have a player who has a better horoscope compared to that. Born in the same patch, but then with better charts. So that makes Indian team extremely powerful. Okay. So what it means is, I would say that it is very simple. It's very clear. The karmic quota is still intact for Rohit Sharma, and this New Zealand team has already exhausted a lot of those, and it is India's Rohit Sharma who has the upper hand, and the entire team with the coach Gautam Gambhir have the upper hand, and it very clearly shows that the planets are in favor of Rohit Sharma completing his karmic quota by winning another ICC trophy, and it is a big trophy. Okay, he's going to win that because his chart was very powerful, as powerful to win a major 50-over World Cup, but he couldn't do that. So that's the reason the karma and the planets will compensate that by giving him 2 trophies. One T20 has already achieved, and now he will go on to win the Champions Trophy. So it's simple. देयर इज अ प्रॉवर्ब, वक्त से पहले और किस्मत से ज्यादा किसी को कुछ नहीं मिलता। वक्त भी आ गया है और किस्मत भी हमारे साथ है, और इंडिया और रोहित शर्मा दोनों ही, ये टीम ही जीतेगा चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी को।